Hello, my friends. This is Bobby D coming to you live from the Davao Occidental, Philippines. I'm having an awesome time in the Philippines today. Hope you are as well. Hey, today I'm going to tell you about Philippines breaking news today live in the Philippines. Yeah, man. Philippines breaking news today live in the Philippines. Yeah. Woo! What a joy, such a joy to come back to you again, my friends. And today I'll say those here for the first time, you click on the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you can see fresh, new Philippine videos, official videos, and worldwide videos. Now, when you talk about the Philippines, you know what I'm saying? There's always some breaking news, man. There's always some shaking news, man. There's always some soul shaking, taking news, okay? Coming down the pike. So today, my brothers and my sisters, I'm going to let you know what's going down, okay? And what's going down, what's going around, uptown. Get that right. You know, hey, I got you, man. I got you. Y'all know, yeah, not keeping the know, right? I keep you to know. I let you know what's happening here, what's about to happen, what went down, and I keep you to know what's going on. Because, you know, inquiring mind, if you're inquisitive like me, you want to know. You got people out here, you got your fiance, you got your girlfriend, you got your children, you got your, you know, hey, and you want to know what's happening. They don't have time to tell you everything. Because when they talk to you, it's how you doing, sweetie. Love you. And all that kind of good too. You know, all that kind of chicka, nice to close them up and close persons up. But when it's time to know about what's happening, this is the last thing on their mind. You know, so I'm gonna bring you up to par, man. Got the highlights for you, man. And not the shy lights, but the highlights, okay? I got 4 for you today. 400, baby. Foul. I ain't said 4, I said 4. Like we're getting ready to go out the door. Okay? You with me, JP? I know y'all something like, Bobby, you get on with me, man. Get on with me. Talking with me. Yeah. Okay. So what, man? That's what I do. You don't like it? You just don't like it. All right, let's go, man. I'm not going to delay the time. Let's go. 1 minute review. I'm going to give you a quick 1 minute review of what we talked about on the last StreamYard live session. Last time we talked about this, man. You know, if you were here, you know we talked about Wizzy Wiggy. You know what Wizzy Wiggy means, right? How many of you know what Wizzy Wiggy stands for? I bet you. I mentioned many times that I'm giving you that name of that acronym. Many of you still Wizzy Wiggy. What that mean, Bobby? I don't know what you mean. What you mean, Bobby? What you mean? Wizzy Wiggy, man. What you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. Remember that song back in the day? Yeah, man. What you see is what you get. So that's what we talked about our live stream. It was a hangout, man. You know, we had no specific theme, no specific agenda. So what you see is what you get. I give you what you see, and what you get is what you see, and what you see is what you get, and what you get is what you, yeah, that's it, man. And so our conversation went on several different directions. However, one of our primary or main focuses was the assassination in Haiti of the president of Haiti, President Moses. And it was a very, very somber event that happened in the life of that nation. I'm very, very upset about it, and I give the nation my condolences. The Love Stream Nation, we give you our condolences. It is a sad day for the nation of Haiti. Their leader was taken out by some assassins. And we talked about where the assassins came from. Most of the assassins originated from the country of Colombia. Go figure, man. You know? And as we discussed the topic, we found out that some of that Colombia was one of the biggest mercenaries for hire nations in the world. Yeah. And guess who trained the Colombian mercenary, y'all? You're not gonna believe this. Guess who trained them? Do you think Colombia trained them? Guess who trained them? The United States of a doggone America. They trained most of the mercenaries. And let me just give you some background on that. They trained them during the big Colombian drug war. So Colombia needed help, fighting the war. So they asked the United States. The United States came down there and trained the people. Trained how to take out people, all kind of stuff, man. And so Colombia got the drug war pretty much settled now. And so the people that the Colombians hired in the military to do that drug war, they had no more work. So, and the Colombia wouldn't pay them a lot. So they said, man, you know what I do, man? I know how to take out some people. I'm gonna put myself up for high. So they put themselves up for high all over the world. Colombian people going all over the world assassinate whatever they need mercenaries for. And so that's why the majority of the people that were in that assassination team were Colombians. They're mercenaries for hire. And so I expect that the United States and pretty much Colombia will start getting a hold of this. No country in the world wants to get the reputation of their nation being a mercenary for hire nation. That's just ludicrous, and it's not necessary, and it needs to be, somebody needed, I mean, the United Nations, the world at large, need to crack down on it, right? Because it's sad, man. And the reason why they hire out, because Colombian military don't pay nothing, you know, Colombia, you can live in Colombia cheap, man. You know, ask Markel, you know, you got people out there, we know, and they're living good. You know, our dollar goes way, way far. So I need to make some money, man. I'm gonna take somebody out. I'm gonna hire. You know, so, you know, I'm not justifying their action. What they did was wrong. Two of the people on that team were also Haitian Americans. Haitian Americans, yeah. And we talked about how they got from Colombia to Haiti. Some of them came through Puerto Rico, across the border from Puerto Rico into Haiti, and then some of them came from DR, straight, because those are, you know, those countries borderline Haiti. Okay, so we had a very, very healthy discussion about that, what happened, why it happened, and last conclusion was it will come out what happened, the events, who hired them, all of that's going to come out. It may be slow coming out now, but you know, the dirt always comes to the light in the end. You know? And so don't y'all get the idea you're going to do something dirty out there, okay? And you think you're going to get away with it? Nah. You might get away for temporary. You might have a temporary high, but eventually you're going to come down to the ground, because somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody know you was doing it, okay? And they're going to turn on you, and they're going to tell on you, especially when there's a reward involved. Don't do it, man. It's not worth it, man. You know, it's not worth it. I know you guys out there in the military in Colombia, I know you're having a hard time making ends meet, but is it worth your life? These men are going to be locked up and probably prosecuted with their life. You don't know. You know, is it worth it? Is it really worth it? No, it is not. I answered that question, but it's not. Do what you can what you do. Make your living in Colombia the best way you can, and stop acting a fool going out there hiring your skills from assassination. That don't make sense. People, you have wounded a nation that was already struggling, and they are even more hurt right now. Okay, they've asked the U.S. to help them. We're going to help them temporarily until they get back on their feet, and then elect another government. But it's a sad state when people can hire people to go all over the world and take out government leaders like that. That is wrong. You know, it reminds me of Saudi Arabia and how they used, they took out this journalist, Khashoggi, you know, Khashoggi. It was wrong then. You know, you just that's unheard of. You just don't do this kind of things. You know, it's uncivilized. Yeah, and so they are to be condemned for what they did, and they need to be taken to the court. They need to be judged. They need to be tried. They need to be juried. And need to be sentenced. And I hope they get the greatest time or the sentence they can get for what they did. Okay. All right. That's enough of that. All right. So thumbnail for the day. Thumbnail for the day. Thumbnail for the day. Hey, let's go, man. Hey, man, we had a great show yesterday, man. I appreciate everybody that came out. We had an awesome show, man. I want to tell you, man, I got my second shot. For those of you that don't know, Bobby D is fully vaccinated. I got injected and I'm protected. In that rhyme, baby. You know me? I got injected, baby. And it's all right here. Just a bite out. They got me, man. They got me real good too. But you know, I'm all right, man. Only after effect I had was I got sleepy. Man. I was sleepy the whole day. Off and on, off and on, off and on, trying to feed my heart. I got soft for myself. And he says, lay down, lay down. I went to sleep, got up, started again, lay down. Anyway, it was a nightmare, but it wasn't that bad. I got through it, and I had no pain. I had no uneasiness. I had no fever. I had no chill. None. I just felt sleepy, you know. So, guys, if you have not gotten your vaccination, please, ma'am, please, sir, do yourself a favor, do the world a favor, do your nation a favor, your neighbor a favor, your children, everybody a favor, man. Get your vaccination. You see, but you know, I don't believe in that. I'm an anti-vaxxer. You know, I just don't believe in that. Putting that, I don't put that stuff in my body. But okay, all right. No, I'm not gonna argue with you, man. If that's what you believe, I cannot change your mind. You've got to go on what you believe. Okay, but I'm gonna tell you what I believe. I believe it's to my best interest to be vaccinated. I believe it's to my best interest to listen to the scientists of the world that will help people to live in this world. I believe it's my best interest to not listen to my fear in my head and understand and go with the fear, because fear is false evidence appearing real. And then sometimes it says, forget everything and run. I ain't gonna forget nothing. I know the virus is out there, and I know the vaccine is out there to fight the virus. So I know that, I believe that, and I follow that with passion. And I would suggest that you all that call yourself anti-vaxxers would do the same. Okay, that's all I'm saying there. All right, let's go. Whoo, boy, I got like a good show for today, y'all. I got some topics I want to talk. I got 4 for you. I got 4 on it, baby. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. Okay, let's go. Breaking news, man. Thumbnail for the day. Thumbnail for the day. Thumbnail for the day. Breaking news, man. Yeah. Breaking news, man. The Philippines is always going on something here, man. That's one thing. When you come to the Philippines, you will never be bored. There's always something happening in this nation. And as it relates to the world, Philippines is always something in the headlines in the world. It's always something going on. Sometimes it's positive, sometimes it's negative. So we're gonna find out today what are the major, in my opinion, major 4 breaking news headlines today. Okay, number 1. Okay, I'm gonna show you main focus for the day. No hocus pocus, just focus. Here we go. Okay, focus for the day. Focus for the day. No hocus pocus, just focus. Are you with me, JP? Let's go. Great. You got a peanut gallery trying to chime in on the side. What you got to say, lady? Okay, don't say that. Hey, y'all. She trying to say that word. Don't say that word. Please, Lisa D. Please, don't say. She said nasty. Oh, no. Y'all don't want to hear Lisa D say the word focus, because you gonna be thinking, stop, Lisa D. Stop now. I don't want the people to try to say you trying to cuss up on the show. Please, don't do that. Don't talk that nasty stuff. What's wrong with you? Stop, Lisa D, please. Hey, y'all, she trying to mess up the show, man. She pronounced focus like the other word. I ain't gonna tell you what it is, but when you hear her say it, you be like, what you trying to say to me? Okay, Lisa D, please. No more talk. All right. Focus. Okay, let's go. So we got right here, man. We got 4 things for you. First of all, we're gonna look at the world's first safest countries. Okay. World's safest countries in 2021. Okay, and we're gonna find out who they are. Where's the Philippines stacking that list, BobbieD? Where's the United States stacking that list? I need to know. I know. I got you. Then we're gonna look at the magnitude. There was a magnitude 6.2 earthquake, man, in Davao Occidental, and then we're gonna look at the War of Words. Yeah, what war? Earth war. So what they fighting physically? No, they're not fighting physically, but they have a war of words that's between Dueterte and Pacquiao. They used to be buddy, but now they like, what you say. They going back and forth. And then we're gonna look at Binibining PilipinasBeauty Pageant. We're gonna take that one out first, okay? All right, so we got 4 for you. I'm gonna do number 4 first. You with me, JP? You with me, man? Okay, so we got them up on the screen. You see them beautiful lady over there to the right, man? They are so beautiful, gorgeous. One of the most beautiful women in the world are the Filipino women. They say the Filipino girl, okay, is the beautiful in the world. Yeah, they're fine, man. You said, BobbieD, you stop there right there, because they don't look, none of them don't look like no Filipino. I know, man. You know what? Let me say this. Let me say this. Sometimes what we see as beauty doesn't reflect the nation idea of beauty. Okay, this is the nation's ideal beauty. It is not the actual beauty in this country, guys. Okay, I think many of you know that. These women are the ideal in the Filipinos' mind. That's what they ascribe to, their ideal beauty standards. Okay, and what are the ideal beauty standards? Well, long nose, not no flat, wide nose like I got. They want the long nose. That's the ideal beauty standard in the Philippines. Secondly, they want some light as white skin as they can get. And then they want the long hair, and they want the tall woman, and they want the lean, because the average height for Filipino women is like 5 feet. These women like 5'7", 5'8", And so they're looking in the ideal for this nation. Beauty is very important in the Philippines, first of all. It's very, very important. That's why they have a multitude of beauty pageants, okay? And it's a huge a national interest when it comes to beauty pageants. Okay, and what happens is you go back and look at all the beauty pageants. A large portion of the Filipinos have been winners of the beauty pageants. Okay, so beauty is not necessarily correspond to how the average Filipino looks. Now, the average Filipino, like I told you, they're sort of maybe not totally really lily white, but they're like creamy, brown type skin, and they're short, and their noses are, not the long nose like the Caucasians would be, but but how they look at beauty ideally doesn't match the practicality and the reality. Okay, the ideology or the ideals of beauty does not match up with the reality of what's on the ground. And so, that's an indictment on the Filipino society, and it's because sometimes you want to say, well, don't they love themselves? I can't answer that question. I can only pose the question. You Filipinos out there, you got to understand that. Do you love yourself? And then if you did, then the ideal would match the reality, wouldn't it? Just a thought, man. But anyway, these are beauty queens that the Filipinos selected yesterday, and it was awesome. Lisa D and I saw the pageant. It was, well, I'll say I saw the pageant. Lisa D passed out. She passed out on the sofa. She said, "We got to watch the Binibining." I said, "What? Is it Binibining coming on?" I said, "Okay." Next thing I know, she was like, "How's Lisa D? Binibining on." She did. Anyway, it was funny, but so they usually have on this particular pageant is called Binibining PilipinasBeauty Pageant. What you mean by what's Binibining? What you mean Binibining? That's what it's called, man. It's called Binibining means Miss Filipinas. That's what it means. Binibining is Miss Filipinas Beauty Pageant, and in the Miss Filipinas Beauty Pageant, they elect 4 main beauty queens. Okay, the primary one of the 4 is called the Miss International. Okay. And so I'm gonna give you the names of 4. You can see the Miss Internationals is there. The second is 1, 2. The third one from the left is the Miss International. She's like the queen of the queens out of all of those 3, out of those 4. And every one of those 4 people there was trying to get that title, Miss International. But they didn't make, only one got that title. The other ones, like, they got the other secondary type titles as well, like Miss Intercontinental, Miss Globe, and the other one there. So I'm gonna give you the name. It was a beautiful pageant, man. The girls did very good job. They were very well rehearsed. I don't know if you guys, I'm gonna talk to you about this real quick. I'm gonna tell you a question that one of the judges asked, which I think was totally unfair. Okay, I think it was totally unnecessary, and I think it was totally unfair. And if you guys that are out here in the Philippines, you know who I'm talking about when I say Boy Abunda. Boy Abunda is a celebrity, Filipino celebrity. He's a gay man, and he's a gay guy. He's very, very popular here. He has a show. He's a talk show host. And what happened? He asked one of the contestants the craziest questions I could ever. I said, why would a guy ask somebody like that? The question was, how do you feel? How do you know when it's not to be okay and when it's good to be okay, and when it's something crazy like that? I said, why would you ask? And the lady got so confused. You could see the confusion on her face. She just wanted to cry. But she held it together, and she didn't never, because I couldn't even understand I couldn't even remember what the question was. So complex. She said, well, I think you could hear her voice sort of crackling. She was getting ready to cry. She said, I think it's very important that we be ourselves and know who we are at all times. That was the best she could do. That's the best anybody could do. And the netizens on the internet, they lit Boy Abunda up for that crazy question. They should never have him as a judge posing the question ever again in the history of Miss Binibining PilipinasBeauty. You hear me? That was a crazy. If y'all were watching the show, if you guys out here with me in Philippines, y'all were watching the show last time, y'all probably feel the same kind of way I feel. I'm like, I want to get Boy. I want to reach out and touch Boy Abunda after I heard that question. Anyway, let me go ahead and tell you who the winners are for today. Okay, so we got four. Okay, the first one is Mas Bartes Hannah Arnold, the one there in the center from the third from the left. She is Miss International Binibining Pilipinas International title. She's the one that's going to go on and compete the Miss Universe. Okay. The second one was Cavite, Miss International is from Masbate. Her name is Hannah Arnold. Okay. The second one is Grand International. She's the one. On the left over there. Her name is Samantha Palillo, and she's from Cavite. And the other one, Binibining Pilipinas Intercontinental, and the other one on the right, she's from CDO. Her name is Cinderella Obenita. And the last one on the left is Bantangas Maureen Montagne. Okay. All right, so those are your winners for this year, and they're going to represent the Philippines. This is, you might think, well, Bobby, why are you reporting this? Why are you reporting this as a big? Because it's a big deal out here, man. This is a big deal. People stay up late, and it was on late last night. People stay up late to watch that. That's how much people are interested in the beauty contest here. And to be honest with you guys, these beautiful women, they're beautiful, okay? But they do not, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, they don't represent the actual woman on the ground, a woman in reality. Because my wife looks nothing like those women, okay? She has a beautiful Filipino nose. She's, sort of light skinned, but she's not like them, and she's fine. But these women are, anyway, that's something the Filipinos have to deal with. Okay. All right. Thanks for BobbieD. Come on, man. Let's go. Hey, I got 4, man. I got 3 more to go. Let's go. All right. The second one to that, let's take a look at, I might go out of order on this one. Let's take a look at the, let's do the earthquake. Okay. So as you see, there was a magnitude 6.2 earthquake off Davao Occidental, and it was very, very untimely. Nobody even knew about it much, but it's a big earthquake. It was off of Occidental, Davao Occidental, which is basically was in the sea area. Okay, they recorded it. A magnitude 6.2 earthquake struck off the coast of Davao Occidental on Saturday morning, July 10th. The Philippines Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, PHIVOLCS, said in a bulletin, PHIVOLCS reported that the earthquake happened at 8:43 a.m. and a depth of 41 kilometers and was tectonic in origin. PHIVOLCS said no damage is expected following the tremor, but there would be aftershocks. A magnitude 5.4 earthquake was recorded in the same area. So they had 2 earthquakes back to back. They were, thank goodness, they were in the oceanal area off of Davao Occidental, and there were no fatalities or no accidents because pretty much they were on the coastline in the water area. So that's a blessing, guys. Okay, that is a blessing. Now, I also want to, in conjunction with this, I talked to you on the last broadcast about the mountain and the volcano, which is Taal, that's still erupting, little small bursts here and there, and the people are still evacuated. Okay, now they have left. Some of the people go back there specifically to feed their animals. That's it. Okay, they had them. They couldn't evacuate the animals. So some of the people were let back in there to go take care of the animals. But the volcano and the evacuation of the people is still there in Taal, in the Batangas region. Okay, I just want to make sure that you understand. I did not leave that one out, but it's still in the news as well. Okay. All right. Next one. Let's go back. Let's go back to this right here. Now, so we talked about the Binibining. We talked about the earthquake. Let's take out the world's safest countries. Okay, world's safest countries. Now, my question to you is, where do you think the Philippines would be on that list of the world's safest country? I'm gonna give you 2 seconds. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to think about it. Okay, while I take a sip. Okay, think about that. Gotta go. And don't Google it, okay? I know I didn't let Bobby Google it. Don't Google it, man. Come on, man. Don't Google it, man. Use your brain more than a hat rack. All right, let's go. All right, why am I want to know? All right, so we talked about the world's safest country. Who would you think would be the world's safest country? Let's put it like that. Let's rephrase the question. Who in your mind would be one of the world's safest countries? I know some of y'all say, well, I think the United States of a dog. No, please don't come. Don't come here with that, man. After the January 6th, insurrection. You gonna talk about United States of a dog? Come on, man, please wake up, wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. Remember that song? Wake up, man, wake the age up now. United States ain't nowhere close to the top. All the craziness happen up there. Every time you turn around, it's a mass shooting. No, it's not United States. Okay, would it be? Could it be? Should it be the Philippines? Nah, I'm sorry to tell you. It's not the Philippines, man. I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm gonna quit playing with y'all, man. You know who it is? I'm telling you, number one. Number one safest country in the world is. Are you ready for this? Drum roll, please. Iceland. Yeah, man. Can you believe that? Iceland. Yeah. I don't even know where it is now. I think it's up in the Arctic northern region of the hemisphere. But Iceland, man, that's been voted as the safest country in the world. I've never been to Iceland. I wouldn't mind going there. You know, I wouldn't mind going. But I've never been there, and it wouldn't dawn on me. Iceland, who does that? Who lives in Iceland? I don't want to live in all that cold weather. But Iceland, man, you know why it's so safe? Because nobody want to go there. I'm just playing, man. I'm sorry. Everybody watching me from Iceland, I'm just playing. I'm sorry. I love Iceland. Okay, I love you. I let go. But see, yeah, Iceland is the safest country in the world, man. Look here. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna big this up because y'all might can't see it. I didn't get it look dark enough. But okay, if you go up to the left up there, Iceland was voted as the world's safest country in 2021. Okay, and they scored a point. The lowest point was 3.9724. Okay, that's what put them at the top. And you see, Canada's number 9, New Zealand's number 10, and Ireland's number 21. And if you go to the right on the chart, you will see with that other circle, you see where the USA is. Some of you talking about, well, the United States didn't be in the top 10. The United States ain't nowhere close to the top 10, man. They 71 on the doggone list. They scored 10.1875. Okay. So they're not. Don't please. I love the United States of America. I'm a doggone America. You know, I'm from there. But we not the safest country. Too many shooting, man. Too many mass murdering. You know. And then so the question now is, BobbieD. I'm saying, yeah. We're the Philippines, you know, we supposed to be somewhere up in the middle. It's not, man. You see that circle? You see the circle down the bottom there? Guess what? The Philippines is number 135. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. The Philippines is the bottom on the list, man. You know me, man. I want to be in the top, at least top 5, top 10 on anything I do. So, but coming on the top bottom, that's terrible. They're on the top bottom. They're on the bottom list, man. Then the last bottom, they scored a 14.8999. 134 out of 134 countries. The Philippines is the least safest in the world. Out of all of the 134 countries, this country did a survey on. They're the least safest. And that's terrible. I'm sorry, man. I just, I live here. I might want to think about moving. But you got to look at the variables that they did. Okay, the sources were for the World Economic. The source for this information was obtained from the World Economic Forum. Okay, and the Global Institute for Peace. Those are the sources that got the data, that examined and compiled this data to determine the world's safest countries. Okay, so that we have to look at what they measured and how their measurements were, so we can understand how they came to this conclusion that the United States of a doggone America was 71, and that Iceland was number 1, and that the Philippines was dead last. I'm sorry, man. I just don't like being last on nothing. Okay. I want to be close to the top as I can if it's good. Now, if it's bad, if it's good to be last, I want to be last. But if it's good to be first, I want to be first. Okay? So Philippines got a long way to go. Okay, 134. You on the bottom, man. You don't have no more way to go down further. You can't get no. How low can you go? How low, baby. But let's look at the variables. Let me see. Did I put that here? I'm gonna look at some of the variables so I can figure out what were the variables. Okay, hold on. Did I put that here? Hold on. Yeah, here we go. Okay, let's take a look at some of the variables that that went into the configuration and determination of how they determined that the Philippines was the least safest country in the world. Number one, the Philippines garnered a score of 14.8899 8899 rather, in the Global Finance Safety Index to land the bottom. You hear me, man? I want y'all to say that word with me. Bottom. Bottom. That even sounds nasty. Bottom. Bottom. That's the bottom. That's the lowest you can go. The higher a country's ranking is, the smaller the score is. Iceland scored 3.97424 in the index to bag the top spot. The global publication described the Philippines as having a serious civil conflict that had high risk from natural disasters. So that's one of the main factors that caused the Philippines to have this nasty score. The high risk of natural disasters. And there, but the question is now, what about other countries, BobbieD? There are other countries that have high risk of natural, like such as Thailand, and Vietnam, Indonesia, Japan. There's a lot of other countries, but there were other factors that were involved in this ranking as well. That was just one of them. The Philippines reported a relatively low death toll due to the pandemic. But they performed poorly overall as far as safety is concerned, and as far as how they conducted the vaccination during the pandemic. They didn't score very well on that. Okay. So a lot of various other factors were taken into consideration in coming up with this. And so instead of people trying to deny, that's not right, BobbieD. They didn't judge us right. They needed to go back and do this thing again. They didn't judge it. Don't try to deny the truth, man. The truth hurts sometimes, but that's just the way it is. That's how they compiled this thing, and they do this every year. And every year, the Philippines is close to the bottom or on the bottom. So that's an indictment on the environmental conditions here, and also they had some governmental concerns as well as the infrastructure. All of those things were taken into consideration, and unfortunately, the Philippines came out on the bottom. So I'm praying that next year, when they do this compilation, that hopefully the Philippines will move further above that bottom line level. Okay, and I'm not trying to put the Philippines down, because I love the country. I live here, man. Yeah, but I can tell you that as far as personal safety, you don't have to be afraid of coming here, because most people here are friendly. Most people here are very warm and receptive, especially the foreigners. Okay, so even though they're on the bottom as far as safety, I can vouch for a fact that this is a very safe environment if you're a foreign national. If you don't come out here acting a fool with people, you want to cuss people out, and you want you don't come here like that, because you'll make yourself a target. Okay, try to blend in, treat people right, treat them nice, and they'll do the same for you. So you shouldn't have a fear of coming here in that rhyme. You with me, JV? Let's go. All right, one more, we out, man. You know how I do. I give it to you right tight lounge. I don't be playing, man. I don't miss no words. I don't cut nothing out. I dot my I and I cross my T's. You with me, JV? Let's go. Last one, man. We out. We're gonna ride train, man. Play with y'all. Let's go. So last one, last one is what? Number 4. What's the number? Last one got, it's not number 4. I took it out of order. Okay, we're gonna talk about number 3. Pacquiao War of Words, man. And last time I talked to you about this a little bit on our last podcast. Remember this right here? Remember this? Right here. Remember? And Pacquiao, he left for the United States, training for Errol Spence fight on August 21st. It's gonna be a good fight. I think it's gonna be a good fight. And those of you that want to pay for the fight, that might be one worth paying for, because it could be his last fight. I think he might retire. I'm not certain, but it may be to your interest. If you like to see the best go out on top or go out on the bottom, could go either way. It may be a fight to order. But yeah, he went to the United States recently, and as he went, right before he left to go to the United States, he held a press conference, and press conference was an indictment on corruption on the Philippine government. And he started saying stuff about the government's bad, and then Dueterte said, "You gonna call my government corrupted? You get to show me some proof." So this is what he did right here. Watch this. Hold on. Let me get this up. This is what he did when he held his press conference. You see all the paperwork right there? Do you see all that paperwork, man? He said, okay, you told me to show you some proof. Huh? Oh, I'll talk about that later. He's the peanut gallery talking about Conor McGregor. I ain't talking about that right now. He said, come on now. Okay, so you see all that paperwork right there? He said, this is the evidence that you have several parts of the government that are corrupted. He said that, man. And he had a TV press conference, then he left to go to USA. So he sent all that stuff to the Dueterte, the government. Dueterte said, there's no evidence. You know, the first so far they have found nothing. They're looking at the stuff, but nothing's come out yet. Okay. So what happened after that? Dueterte came back and he accused, since Pacquiao accused his government of corruption, Duterte, and then Duterte told him put up or shut up. So that's what the information he showed you right there. Those are the documents. So then Duterte came back at Pacquiao and said, look here, man, aren't you forgetting something? You talking about my government corruption. You are corrupt. You are corrupt. You're evading taxes. You're a tax evader. You are one of the most, and you're supposed to be a senator. You're corrupt. That's what he said. So it's going back and forth, and now Pacquiao was also trying to be reinstated for the world title, and they denied him. So that's where we are right now. When Pacquiao comes back to the U.S. and back to the Philippines after the fight, it's gonna be on like a donkey kong. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be back at it again. So Pacquiao, I'm tell you, man, when you come back here, Pac-Man, you better make sure you win that fight. If you don't win that fight, buddy, you'll be in trouble. Because they're gonna really come after you now. You know, you better, if you win that fight, no matter what, you might be all right. Because people in the Philippines love when Pacquiao fights. Whenever Pacquiao fights, man, the whole nation shuts down like a drum. Everything comes to a halt. I don't care what day. Is it Sunday, Saturday, Monday? I'm taking off, y'all. I ain't going nowhere. I'm see Pacquiao. And you remember that fight when Pacquiao fought what's the guy name? Black Mayweather. You remember that fight when Pacquiao fought Mayweather a few years back? Me and Lisa, we were here. And we took off. We went to see that fight at the movie theater. It was good. But Pacquiao came up short because he had broke arm. He was at shoulder or something. Anyway, but they were looking at me. When I came out the movie, man, because I'm a black man, I sort of look like Mayweather. People like, I'm like, let's get out of here, Lisa. They wanted to get me, man. Yeah, but they hated he lost, man. I was pulling for Pacquiao too, but he just lost. He couldn't do nothing. Yeah. Anyway, man, Pacquiao, let me tell you something, man. If you're watching this program today, man, look here, man. I'm gonna tell you on the real, for the real, dog, you better win that fight. If you don't win that fight, you come back here, it's gonna be some problem, man. You already got some problem waiting for you when you get back. So make sure you win the fight, man. Make your problem a little bit easier. You know, Pacquiao's trying to run. Maybe they're talking about Pacquiao maybe running for president, and they're talking about Duterte's daughter, Sarah Dueterte, may be running as well. So they may be opposing each other for president. We don't know. So everything's still up in the air. But Pacquiao, take it from me, man. I want you to win the fight. And if you don't win the fight, it's gonna be some problems. So it's gonna be some problems. Anyway, but it'll be more problems. All right, that's all I got for you, man. That's all I got for you. Da-la-la. I got stuck. All right, we're gonna ride train, Bobby Lisi, one nation, another group. Well, look who we got right here. People get ready. Whether the train is coming, don't need no ticket. You just got on board or you needed love. Who said it? Say sweet, sweet love. Don't need no ticket. You just get on board. Get on board. Y'all ready to ride this train, man? Oh, Lisa D was talking about Conor McGregor, y'all. Y'all know what happened yesterday, man. Did you see the big MMA fight? Conor McGregor and I forgot the other guy name. Anyway, Conor McGregor, he comes out there kicking people left and right. You know how he do it first. When he usually starts his fight, he starts fast, man. He starts fast. He starts kicking, boxing on, and then he kick. Next thing you know, man, he get ready to kick, and the leg, you know, I'm trying to be funny about this, but his leg buckled under it, and he broke his ankle, man. He broke his ankle, you know, after Dustin Poirier. That was his opponent, Dustin Poirier. And he was telling Dustin prior to, you know how Conor talks a whole bunch of trash, right? He said, I'm gonna take you out, man. I'm gonna take you out. And he talked about the man's wife, all kind of stuff. And he get in there and he broke his leg. You know, he broke his leg. And he still, they were trying to help him up on the corner, on the mat. He was out like this, right? And when he got up, he's still trying to talk trash to the man. And he couldn't do that. That's a shame. It was shameful what he did, Connor. You should do better than that. Okay. I understand there's a certain amount of trash talking allowed, but when you talk about taking somebody out physically all the way and talking about somebody's wife, that's unnecessary. So you better heal yourself up and hopefully you can get back in the back, because he had a very, very serious break in that ankle. Truth be told, there's no telling if he'll make it back. When you see the break, y'all go take a look at the film. The ankle like this and just crumbled under. It looked terrible, man. So hopefully he'll be okay. I like Connor. Some things about him are good, but some things about him are terrible. You don't talk about people's wife, and you don't talk about taking nobody out. That's unnecessary. And that's not the way you do sports. That's not the way you talk in sport. You want to talk competitively, but you don't want to talk negatively where you're trying to terminate somebody's life. That's not talking about somebody's wife. You don't do that. Okay. So maybe that must have been his comeuppance. You never know. Anyway, let's go. We want to find out who opened up talking about the meeting birthday. He's up. When I said toot, you say all aboard. Toot, 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 toot. When I say all aboard, you say toot, toot. All aboard, all aboard, all aboard. Y'all ready, Riley? Are you ready for the roll call, man? I don't know about you, man, but I'm ready for the roll call, man. No, I just want to see my name on the roll. I want to know if I'm number one. I want to know who the number 100 reason is out. You know what I'm saying? And I need to find out, man. Because you know what? Whenever you're number one, man, you're making a statement about yourself. Okay, that you want to be the best. You want to be at the top and not the bottom. You want to be above and not below. You know what I'm saying? You have standards that you want to live up to. And people, anybody that has no standards, I don't want them around me, because they don't stand for nothing. They'll fall for anything. And when I'm in a war, when I'm in a situation, when I'm in a difficult circumstance, I want somebody around me that got some standards, man. Because when it's time to fight, I want somebody to be on my side with me to help me. And I don't want nobody to turn tail and run when I got to fight. You got to have some standards, man, some courage. You know what I'm saying? So that tells me you're number one. That development standards. So he's like, all right, we got to find who around up, top it up. Welcome to the remaining. I got to who that is. Come on now. All right, Stream, you don't mess up with me this morning, please. What's up, Rhythm Goes in the house? Rhythm Goes. What's up, James? Chi-Town James in the house. Chi-Town James in the house. What's up, Chi-Town? Chi-Town. What's up, man? James, man, he's from Chi-Town. He says, hello, love train. I'm the one. He did it right, Ty Armstrong. James be trying to come through the back door a lot, He be trying to, well, I need on Facebook. I know I went on YouTube. I'm number one on Facebook. That don't count, Jay. You can't come in the back door like that, buddy. But he came in the front door. He kicked the door down. You know what I'm saying, man? He kicked that mofo down. He said, I'm number one. Hey, you know what, man? That's what you do. That's what a winner does.
Congrats.
That's what a winner does. He dominates. Huh? And there's no confusion. There's no indecision about who is number one. Because the winner gonna take you out. He gonna knock you out. Mama gonna knock you out. So mama gonna knock. He gonna kick the door down. He gonna bust him. He gonna do whatever it takes, man, to get to the top. And I salute you, buddy. I applaud you, because he had to put some things down. When y'all was sleeping, he was like, wait for the notification. Y'all was driving off. Y'all wasn't eating, watching TV. He wait for the notification. And he did it right.
Yeah.
Congrats, James.
Congrats, James.
My kind of guy, man. You don't be playing with nobody, man. When it's time to get up and run, you get up and run. Run to hit that button notification. But all right, so ladies and gentlemen, I got this lady trying to push me down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got to move over this. Seeing half of your head. You want to see half of your head?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this opportunity to introduce you to a young lady. She's not shady.
She's not pretty.
She's beautiful. What? In my mind, she's the most beautifulest, most voluptuous, the most tenderoniest in the world. That is my lady. And she is not shady. She is gorgeous to me. And she has a beautiful personality. You know what I like about Lisa, man? She has personality inside.
Better say it right.
Ooh, I'm scared. I'm scared, man. I better say it right. But yeah, I'm just being me. My lady captivates me internally more than externally. In both ways, but I fell in love with her internally before I fell in love with her externally. What does that mean, Bob? Hey, what is that, man? What is that? Can you tell me what, man? Yeah, it means that her personality, inner personality, attracted me first, and then the outer attracted me after the inner. So I'm saying inside out, baby. Inside out. Inside out. Inside out. That's the way you look at a woman. That's the way you look at a relationship. What is the? Because you know what? The exterior will what? Fade away. But the inner beauty will always be. I don't care if she's 150 years old. The inner beauty. The inner beauty will be there, right? But the exterior is going to do what? Fade away. So look at your woman inside. Does she got a nasty inside, but she got a beautiful outside? That might not be for you. You know, she may not be the one for you. Because you be arguing with her every day, but she be looking good too. But you got to be arguing with her. Who want that? Who want that, man? No, nobody want to be arguing all of your life with somebody you're supposed to be living with. Anyway, this is my life. This is my life.
Yeah.
This is my wife, Lisa D. I got to introduce her performance. Ladies and gentlemen, hail to the queen.
Hail to the two queen.
Lisa D.
What's up, guys?
This is the lady that I decided to make her life different from everybody else in this Philippines. And I decided to call her mine. She's all mine. She's all mine, ladies and gentlemen. I'm happy about that. Anyway, what's up, Michelle? Tubu, you all right, man? You all right? You good?
I'm all right now.
You all right? Good. Good. What'd you have for breakfast this morning?
Secret.
What's so secret about it? I know what you had. I'm trying to get you to tell people. What you
I
had?
want to tell it because I know it.
What? I'm gonna tell her anyway. She had a smoothie, and I had a smoothie. And then she wanted some eggs, so she had fried egg. What else she had? Yes,
Secret.
I don't know what else. I couldn't. I was too busy doing other things. But anyway, that's what she had. But yeah, it's a blessing to have this day. This is the first day. This is a Monday morning here, guys. I know it's Sunday night here, and it's beautiful out here. What time? What's the temperature? It's 88 degrees, and it's approximately 10:34 a.m. in the morning. 10:35 a.m. in the morning, and it's very, very hot already. So we probably get like 95, something like that. I don't know. We'll see. But you know what? When it gets hot out there, guess what? You think I go outside? Nah. I mean, right this time, I'm building some air conditioning. I'll be going out there in that heat. I ain't crazy, man. Lisa D don't go out in the heat, man. She know better. She will burn. She burns very easily. She has fair complexion, and it's very soft skin. Very soft. I like that. And, all right. I'm trying to make y'all jealous. All right, let's go. Come on, Lisa D.
What?
I was looking for the mouse. She done took. My hand was getting ready. She done took the. Go ahead, Lisa D. We got Brian. Who is Brian James Bobby Lisa? You want to know who we got? Rayman in the house. Rayman in the house. Woo. What's up, Rayman? Hey man, he make it rain. He make it rain up in Spain, even on the train. What's up, man? He said, he said, got a blank this. I think he was trying to say two. two, right back at you, man. Thank you so much for the donation to the nation.
Number two, just want to.
You beat me too. I forgot about the number. He got the number 2 spot.
Hey, Sir Terry.
But you know what, man? We can't be too hard on him because he give the donation, man. He said, see y'all, I got a donation. Y'all better be easy on me. Don't go hard on me now. Be easy. Be soft on me.
Already.
These whisper it next time. Say, number 2. Just okay, let's go. We're gonna do that for Terry. Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, see One Nation, other. Who we got, Lisa D?
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the original players from the Himalayas. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Come on, girl, let's do the penguin.
Thank you so much, Terry Flynn, for the donation to the nation. More blessings. What's good? Thank you so much, my brother, woman, lover. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, see One Nation. Who we got?
Terry Fleming.
What's up, man? He said, ha, 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 ha. Guess what? What?
Number 2.
Just won't do it. He know the drill. He know the drill, man. He know the sequence. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, see One Nation. Another group. Who we got?
Terry Fleming. Rhythm goes, congrats, sir.
Yeah, man, y'all give me
Number
prop.
1.
Y'all give me prop, man. He did it right, tight, long, strong. And whenever the winner wins, whenever the winner's number 1, you let them know, hey, congrats to you, man. You did it right, tight, long, strong. We don't get mad because they got to be number 1. Because when you get mad, you blocking your own blessing. Let's go, Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, who we got?
Terry Fleming, reach out and tap that thing.
Reach out and tap that thing. Everybody hit the like button from one time. 1, 2, 3. Chit your pie out. 1, 2, 3. Chit your pie out. 1, 2, 3. Hit that like button. Come on now. Come on, please. Hit the like button for me, please. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, see One Nation, another group. Who we got?
Smooth.
He said number 3. I'm just a wanna bait. What's up, Smooth? How you doing, bro? So good to see you. So good to see you. So good to see you. I wouldn't want to lie.
He's always waiting to be number 3 because you don't want to be number 2.
Number 3 just don't. He just don't want to be. He don't want to be number 3, number 2. But so good to see, man. Hey, man, y'all remember now, we're going to have the live stream up on Saturday, okay? And we're going to do a Zoom, and we're going to do a StreamYard. It's going to be a dual broadcast. We're going to do. These are these going to be on the StreamYard side. And BobbieD is going to be on the Zoom side. And we're going to have an awesome time. We had a good time last time. But it's going to be even better. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a lot of people there, and we're going to be chit-chatting. I'm going to break it down. I'm saying you got 2 minutes. Say anything you want to say, and then shut up. Let's go. Everybody, who we got?
Terry Fleming. Hello, Smooth Sounds. What's up?
What's up, Smooth? You all right, man? So good to see Smooth Sound. He said, hey, Mr. Terry Fleming. What's up, man? Rain Man in the house. Rain Man. Who we got? Howard Coop. What's up, Coop? He said, good evening, Mr. BobbieD. Good evening to you, Coop coming to us. I think Coop was in the Aloha, Honolulu. Yeah, Coop was in Honolulu, and then he was in Colombia too. So he's a traveling man. He travels around. He gets around town, like white on right. Like a who we got?
Rhythm Ghost.
Well, them guys. Hey, Jerry, you know I do what I do, man. Let's go, Terry Fleming, Ryan Train, BobbieD Lee, one. He said, hello, Howard. How you doing, sir? Howard, you all right, man? Who we got? Paul. What's up, Paul? Good to see you. Good to see you. He said, what's going on, BobbieD? And Lisa D made it here. Yeah, man. I'm real glad to see you, man. You made it in the house. And you're not in the caboose today. You're still on the front end, man. So good to see you, man. Paul always trying to get up in his train, man, because he want to feel the love. Yeah, to the older the VE. That's what we bring it right to long term. We give you peace, power, health, strength, prosperity, love, joy, happiness, everything you need, wealth, strength, everything you need to make it in this world. You can find it on a train. Let's go. Ryan Train, BobbieD Lee, One Nation.
Terry Fleming, Queen Angel, just abbreviate that word, say fuck. Fuck?
Don't say that. Stop, Lisa D. Lord, please, y'all, don't try to get her to say that word. Please don't say, because Ooh, Lord, it sounds so nasty. Stop, Lisa.
What?
Don't say that word anymore. I'm playing with you. Stop. Don't say that word. She tried to. Okay, let me break it down to y'all. It's a word Focus. Focus. She cannot pronounce. I don't know whatever it is. She cannot pronounce that word, and it comes out sounding some like some other word, and I don't want to hear that word. Stop, Lisa. Don't say them. Let's go run train, Bobby. You see one that who we got? Zan the man, what's up, Zan? He said, let's go, Bobby. Lizzie on the love train. Everybody, let's ride the train today. We ain't playing, y'all. We going down straight, hard, right, tight, long, short. Who we got? Ride the train, Bobby. Lizzie, One Nation.
Terry Fleming. Oh, never mind.
It's too late now. She done said, messed it up, messed up the show. Hey, don't kick us. Stop, Lisa.
What? I just said.
Don't, please. I'm not playing. They're going to kick us off of YouTube when you keep saying that. You think I'm playing with you? Let me go. Roger, Bobby, who we got?
Xana man, Bobby D, you inspired me yesterday. Today I got my first.
Okay, awesome, man. Xander man got his first shot, y'all. He got his first shot, and he ain't playing.
Congrats.
He's in the game. He's a winner. He want to get vaccinated. He keep forgetting his virus, and he keep somebody else forget the virus. He doing it right, tight, and on strong. You know what? He made a good decision, man, just like I did. You follow the science, you follow the facts, and you don't follow your head and the rumors and all that. Look at the facts. The facts say if the president can do it, the vice president of our nation can do it, and all the people in the top doing it, what's the problem? I don't know. The devil in that thing is just gonna get me, and they got a chip in that. They ain't got none of that, man. It's just gonna save your life when you get the virus. That's all. Congrats to you, Danny, man.
Congrats.
He got that shot. He got that shot, and he ain't playing. He ain't playing. He on the same wave. I'm protected, man. I'm injected and protected, and that's the way I suggest everybody out there need to be. You have to get shot if you don't want to get down in the ground. Because the statistics tell us that the people that are getting infected and passing away from this virus now are the people that have never been vaccinated. So that tells you what, if you're vaccinated, you're not, usually you won't pass away. You're going to be protected from the virus. Okay. That's what the vaccination does. So get your vaccination shots, guys. It may save your life. Okay. Let's go right there. Who we got?
Xander man, Terry Fleming got the number 2 slot.
Number 2 slot, save you today. Let's go, Rhyme Train, Bobby Lisa, One Nation, other. Woo, what up?
Michael Coffee, we need some coffee. Bobby D and Lisa D, hello. Good morning to Cebu Philippines. God bless you both from Nurse Mike.
Thank you so much, good Nurse Mike. Good to see you, good to see you, good to see ya. Rhyme Train, Bobby Lisa, One Nation, other. Woo, who we got?
Terry Fleming, a proud number 2 looking at you.
That's right, number 2 is proud today, and he loud today. Who we got? Rhyme Train, Bobby Lisa, One Nation.
Michael Coffee, we need some coffee. Bobby D and Lisa D. Hi. Pfizer and Moderna are the best vaccines to take to fight against the COVID-19 Delta variant. Right.
That's true. I read some information about it. Pfizer and Moderna are the best out there because they can fight against it to some degree. They don't like high efficacy against them, but you have some protection against the variant. Some of the others have no protection. I'm gonna tell you again, keep telling you, every time I get on this airwave, I'm gonna tell you, do not take that Sinovac, okay? In my opinion, this is my opinion. The Sinovac has a lower efficacy rate. Why would you choose a lower efficacy rate when you can choose a higher efficacy rate? Although the Sinovac has been approved by WHO, the World Health Organization, I still think that I would prefer a higher efficacy rate vaccine versus a lower efficacy rate. Also, in addition to that, Sinovac has been reported in the news recently that people in, I think it's Indonesia, Thailand and Indonesia have said that people that have taken the vaccine Sinovac are still getting infected. Okay, so if you have a choice, I would choose a higher efficacy rate. Okay, let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby Lisi, One. Who we got?
Pumpkin Joe's.
What's up, Pumpkin Joe? Y'all check out his YouTube channel. Let's go. He said, hey, Bobby, had my morning cup of coffee and ready to take on the work. That's it, man. Hey, you ready to go, man. Got to go. Hope you have some coffee cup. Let's go. Hey, Bobby, who we got?
Zandy, man, Michael Coffee. Which one did you get?
Yeah, what did you get? What'd you get?
I think you got Pfizer.
Zandy, man, He said, Michael Coffee, which one did you get? And then the man, which one did you get? Michael Coffee got Pfizer, just like I did. And he you know what? Because Michael Coffee and I got Pfizer, guess what? We're a little bit wiser. Let's go right drink Bobby Lisa One Nation. Who we got?
Michael Coffee, he said, Zen, hello, I got the Pfizer vaccine back in January this year, 2021. It's a 2-shot vaccine against COVID-19 virus from Nurse Mike.
Right drink Bobby Lisa One Nation. Pumpkin Joe, he said, copy code black. Okay, you got the copy code black instant. Yeah, I said that I had my coffee, never said it was quality. Hey man, I like instant. I like the fact that I can just open a packet, right? Put some hot water in a cup, open a packet, pour that packet in there, and it's already pre-mixed. Everything comes out perfectly. I don't have to wait on the brew the pot. I love instant coffee out here, and especially I don't like the Copico Black. I don't like that one. I love Copico Blanca. Hey, that's the best for me. Round train, Bobby, who we got?
Pumpkin Joe's, for me, coming from the States, is probably 8 to 10, number 8 to 10.
Oh no, States is not bad. States was 71. 71, man. 71 on the safest list. You missed it, Listy. The safest country list, United States was 71 on the list. Philippines was number 34, 134, the bottom on the list. So the Philippines got a long way to go up, man. And the United States ain't nowhere to the top. You know why? There's too many mass murders, too many mass shootings out here, you know? And until the United States get that under control, they're gonna never be at the top. Let's go, round train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation. Who we got?
Michael Coffee, BobbieD, hello. Top 5 vaccines against COVID-19 and effective rates. Number 1, Pfizer, 98%. Number 2, Moderna, 96%. Number 3, Johnson & Johnson, 94%. AstraZeneca, 92%. Novavax is 90%.
Okay, and you notice
98?
who was not on the list, right?
Who?
Sinovac. You see Sinovac anywhere on the list?
He said only top 5.
Yeah, but I'm saying Sinovac is not in the top 5. That means it's below. You want the best. You want the least of top 5. Top 5 what? Pfizer, 98. That's the number 1. Moderna, 96. Johnson & Johnson, 94. AstraZeneca, 92. Novavax, 90. Okay, so Sputnik is not on the list on the top 5, and neither is Sinovac or Sinopharm. So guys, if you have a chance to get one of these vaccines here, you're going to be all right. They're proven, tried, and effective. Okay, let's go. Ron Train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation. Who we got?
Terry Fleming, I heard them penguins. Will you put a hurting on you in Iceland?
Iceland. Yeah, man, they're wicked, man. Come on, they do the penguin on your head. Let's go. Ron Train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation. Who we got?
Pumpkin Joe's 134?
Yeah, 134, man. Look it up. Google it, man. They weren't playing. You know, Philippines is you got to think about the factors. I told you some of the factors they looked at. One of them was the government, right? One of us the environment, disaster. How many disasters was that? That's your phone. One of us disasters. You know how many disasters? Oh, there's a lot of things they looked at. And when they rated it, you know, Philippines is usually on the bottom. This is not the change the color list. Usually it's not the first. This is not the first time they've done this. Usually they're on the bottom. Last time I think it was the bottom before the bottom. These dropped, you know. So you know, and people need to not put their head in the sand when they ain't on that bed and like that. That's how the world is looking at this country. Yeah, that's how based on the factors that they judge this country on, we're coming at the bottom. So I can tell you that it's not as bad as it looks because I'm here in everyday living, but it's bad as how they put it, based on the things that they judge them on, the criteria. So we have to accept that. Let's go, Round Train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation, other. Who we got?
Michael Coffee.
What's up, Michael? He said, BobbieD, Lisa D. Hello, vaccines, drug companies, Pfizer, American, Moderna, American, Johnson & Johnson, American, AstraZeneca, Denmark, and Swedish. Okay, so most of the vaccines are American made. That's why, guys, whenever you travel around the world, a lot of countries, if you don't have American-made vaccine in your arm, you may not get in some of these countries. They're requiring you to have the American-made vaccines. I told you we have a neighbor down the street, down the block from us. He's a OFW, overseas Filipino worker, and he's a seaman. So in order for him to go back to work, they told him you have to get an American-made vaccine in your arm, or you're not coming to work. So he had to do that. So I'm telling you, man, get the best if you can. Let's go round train, Bobbie Lisi, One Nation.
Pumpkin Joe's. Pumpkin Joe. I feel safer here day or night compared to day in the States. Why can't we?
Okay. I think it's a matter of personal preference, and I feel good here, yeah. But I will be honest with you, in the States where I was living, I felt okay. You know, back I haven't lived there since 6 years, but I felt okay. But it's not where I lived that I felt not okay. It was the general state of the U.S. that I felt not okay about. My local vicinity where I was, it's okay with me. But the status of the United States as a whole in general, I was not okay with that. But that's not the reason why I moved here, whether I felt okay or not. The reason why I moved here, my primary reason was for Lisa D to get married. That's it. Let's go round train, Bobbie Lisi, One Nation. Who we got?
Sarah Fleming, what is the safest country for Black Americans?
Very good question, man. That's a good question. You know what, man? That sounds like a show. Yeah. You know what? I was working on something like that, Jerry, and I'm gonna bring something like that. And maybe tomorrow, maybe another. But I got a topic. It's a little bit. It's similar. It will include that. Since you mentioned that term, it will include that. Okay, I'll put that in there. But if it's off, I'm not gonna give it away. But if it's similar to that, but I would. Since you mentioned that, it's a side issue on it. I'll bring that in there. Okay, save this country for Black America. Let's go round here about who we got.
So you don't want to answer that for now.
No, I don't want to answer it for now because I
Okay.
know I told you I was working on the show. Oh gosh, you guys gonna mess me up. I told you I'm working on a show very similar to that topic, and I'm gonna conclude that as a part of it. It wasn't in there, but I'll include that as a part of it as I bring it to you right time long show. Okay, Lisa, you with me now?
Okay, gentlemen, he said, no, Bobby D. I call fake on that ranking. It's rigged.
You think it's rigged? Okay, man. You think it's rigged? They come out this ranking every day. Global Financial Institute and Global Institute of Peace. They bring this out every year, man. A lot of people say it's rigged, man. It's rigged, man. They rigged this thing, you know. But you know what, man? The real test of the safest country in the world is where you live and how you feel about where you live and how you feel about where you live. That's it. You know, some of you may think it's United States. Some of you may think Thailand. You know, Great Britain. You know, it's just based on your opinion now. That criteria that they use. That criteria that they use to get that ranking was their set of criteria. And they have their own, you know, I could come up with my criteria and I might choose the Philippines to be number one. It's just based on their particular criteria. So don't take it too hard, but just take it. Let's go, Roger. Who we got?
Michael Coffee, BobbieD, and Lisa D. Hi. Continued Novavax, Japanese American. Sinovac, Chinese, Sputnik, Russian from Nurse. Okay.
Right. That I wouldn't deal with Sinovac, and I wouldn't deal with the Sinovac or the Sputnik, anything like that. I would leave those alone. Okay, let's go round train, Bobbie. Who we got?
Gentlemen, always consider the source.
Yeah, you have to consider the source. But I'll be honest with you, they've been doing this for a long time, and they're very reliable at what they've been doing. This is an industry standard that they've come up with, and most countries have accepted the standard. And the Philippines don't want to accept it. And the reason why is because, and most of the politicians are saying, no, don't look at that. Because, you know, it's voting time coming around. You know what I'm saying? Let's go round train. Who we got?
Agenda.
Yeah, they have the hidden agenda. Let's go round train, Bobby. Who we got?
Martha Hayes. Gunny in the house. Gunny's in the caboose.
Gunny, what's up, Gunny? Raymond, Gunny in the house. Woo, what's up, Gunny? He said, hello, train family. All my boomers in the house say, hoorah. All my angels in the house say, hoorah. All my members in the house say, rah. Let's go round train, Bobby. Easy, One Nation.
Michael Coffee.
Need some coffee?
BobbieD and Lisa D. Hello. Countries with the highest Delta variants: India, Brazil, Portugal, South Africa. Percent rates are high in these countries.
Okay. The Delta variant is sweeping the entire globe, and some countries have it higher rates than others. He said that Brazil, Portugal, South Africa, but I think you might want to put the USA in here too, because USA, last time I checked, USA had 50%, and it's probably higher than that. That's like
How
four or
about
5 days.
Indonesia? They don't have it.
Yeah, I think they have a higher rate as well as India, because India is where the Delta variant came from. So they got to be high in it as well. But the Delta variant is 4 times more contagious than the original virus. And there's another variant that's coming from the Delta variant. It's called the Lambda, Lambda, Lambda variant. That's even worse than the Delta variant. So, guys, this is going to be a never-ending struggle, a never-ending fight. And it will probably wind up being like the flu virus, where you got to take a shot every year to boost it up, or to continue to deal with the new variants that come out. And so we need to get used to it. I know we've got a lot of anti-vaxxer people out there that don't believe in getting vaccines. You know, you're taking your risk by not getting a vaccine shot. Whatever's available to you to prevent it, you should take advantage of it. You say, well, BobbieD, I don't like the stuff they got in it, and I don't want to put that in my body. Then you're going to be exposed to the virus, and you may not live through it. You know, that's the risk you have to take. Let's go, Ryan Train, BobbieD, Lisa, One Nation.
Murphy Hayes, hello, BobbieD and Lisa.
What's up? What's up, Gunny? You all right, man? So good to see you. So good to see you. He said, Murphy Hayes said, Rhythm Go, congratulate me. You made number 1, man. 2 months spotted there. I'm getting back. You're ready to go, Ryan Train, BobbieD, Lisa, One Nation. Michael Coffee, Neezy, BobbieD, Lisa D. Hello. Certain Southeast Asian countries will not let you in unless you are vaccinated by Pfizer, Moderna, or COVID-19 vaccines. So there's my. That didn't. She opened up another curtain. That didn't help at all.
You said else.
Okay.
See that?
No, it does not help. And yeah, you're right, man. I told you, if you don't have one of the top vaccines in your arm, and you have a proof, you're not gonna get it. But let me just tell you one thing. I was supposed to take my screen, Lizzie.
Huh?
Oh, excuse me. She don't understand English this morning, y'all. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Take my screen, Lizzie. Okay, but I was supposed to, when I got my second shot, right? I was supposed to get a vaccine card. I never got one. I still got a little slip, but they wrote on the slip that they wrote the date and the time I got my second shot. So now I got to go back down there and try to, but nobody got the card. So I don't know if they didn't have the card available. I don't know. But the only proof I got is the little slip they got. I got the date of the first shot, the date of the second shot, and they got the signature and the stamp on it. But I want me a card, official card that everybody else, the people, they're giving them out in Manila. Why they can't give them out here in Cebu? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be trying to get my card, because when we get ready to travel, I got to have a vaccine card. You know, that little slip, they might say, this is forgery, you know, and kick me back to the back. Let's go, Ryan Train, BobbieD, One Nation. Who we got?
James Ben.
007 in the house, 007 in that. What's up, man? He said, hi, Lisa D and BobbieD. Filipino beauty comes in all forms. Exhibit A, Lisa D. Bam. You ready about that? Sadly, while white supremacy, white European beauty standards strides throughout Asia, I love all of my Filipino sisters. Yeah, it's the white standards of beauty. It tries to permeate the entire world, but it's up to that culture, it's up to that society to reject it and to stand up for what they know is their standard beauty. And a lot of cultures are just ignoring it, you know. Even some African cultures are ignoring it, man. You know, they want to say, well, you know, I want to bleach my skin Clorox white till I get white. You know, I mean, chocolate is pretty. I like chocolate, man. I like the color. And I think there's a lot of beautiful colors that go along with chocolate, creamy chocolate. I like it all. It's a rainbow color. You can't put a limit or a particular set on a particular standard. It's standard. Beauty is in the eye of the what? Huh? In the eye of the beholder. So am I coming down on the white European standard? No. There's beautiful women there too. Am I coming down on the African American standard? No. Beautiful women there too. Am I coming down on the Filipino standards? No. Beautiful women. All women are beautiful. But for some reason, we have put the Caucasian European standards on a pedestal. And all I'm saying is, let's level this playing field out. There's beauty to be adored all around the nation with any kind of ethnicity, whether it's European, African American, Latino, whatever. It's all beauty. Okay, let's go. Right train, Bobby. DC One Nation. I don't know. You keep getting up.
Terry Fleming, he said someone had arranged that. Sir Bobby, I hear gunshots even living on the beach at night. There hasn't been a day in America where no one wasn't killed.
You're right. That's a sad indictment on the state of affairs of the United States with a doggone America. There's been a killing or shooting every day since this year started. Every day. And you count the number of mass shootings, it may have been averaging about one every day, or at least one a week or more. I don't know what the world is coming to, man. Every time you turn around, it's another mass shooting. And I think that it's incumbent upon the leadership to find out what is the cause, what's causing it, and then find out what can we do to try to bring it to resolve. One of the things they're talking about is gun control, that there's too many guns out there. And that America is the leaders, the most nation that has guns that anybody can easily get. People that's unfit, unqualified, mentally unfit, and they got a gun. That's one of the reasons. So I don't know. I believe in having a gun. I believe in everybody have the right to have a gun, to defend themselves. And I believe that Lisa D can fly too. But at the same token, at the same time, I believe that the qualified people should have a gun. If you are mentally deranged, what you doing with a gun? And that's what's happening. A lot of people are mentally deranged, and not only that, a lot of people that have some white supremacists, and they have this leftist and deranged attitudes. They got guns. All of that stuff need to be find a way to weed out those type of people from having guns. So I'm all for having guns. I'm not for limiting guns, but I'm for limiting the people that have the wrong intentions to have these guns. Okay, let's go. Round train, Bobby Lacey, One Nation. Who we got?
Martha Hayes. When you throw rocks, make sure you're not living in a glass house.
That's right, man. Because what's going to happen is that rock going to bounce and come right back on you and break you down, shatter your glass, and you be tore down to the ground, baby. Make sure that you are pointing the finger and the thumb ain't pointing back at you. Because the same thing you're accusing somebody else of, you could be doing it yourself. Let's go, round train. Who we got?
Michael Coffey. He said, BobbieD and Lisa D, hello. Indonesian nurses got really sick after taking the Chinese COVID-19 virus vaccine. Sinovac rabies.
Yeah.
About 60.
They got the virus. They got the virus, even though they're supposed to be taking Sinovac to prevent it. They didn't prevent it. That's why my whole thing is, I'm not trying to say don't take Sinovac. That's not what I'm saying at all. My point is that why should we take a lower efficacy rate vaccine when we have an option of taking the higher efficacy rate? Okay, that's my whole thing. Okay, I want the highest, and if I can't get nothing else, I have no other choice. I'll take what I got, but I want the highest. Let's go. Round train, Bobby DC, One Nation.
Big John.
Big John in the house. Big John in the house. What's up, JT? JT in the house. JT, thank you for the donation to the nation. We gave you a dance yesterday, man. We got to do another dance for JT. He said, good morning, Bobby. Good morning to you, John. John was on the Zoom call with us. We had a great time, man. I learned a lot about John. He's a very straight up kind of guy, man. Very subtle gentleman. And he likes good people. He likes goodness. And he's about the business. He ain't about no playing no game with nobody. He's straight up kind of guy. I like that kind of view. Let's do it down for John. Round train, Bobby Lacey, One Nation. Who we got? much, Big John, for the donation to the nation. More blessings. Much love. Thank you so much, my brother from another mother. John gave us a PayPal donation a few days ago, and we wanted to say thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, guys. I told you that we're going to do for our July food donation recipient. It will be Philemon. You remember Philemon, right? Philemon, man. The guy, the old guy, he's like 74 years old. And his wife died last year. And you guys were tremendous with helping him. You helped him financially. You also helped him with food. And he was so, so grateful to you guys. Well, I got news for you. His status has changed again. Lisa D went to his home. What day was it? A few days ago?
The other day.
Okay, she went to his home, and he lives a long way from. It's a lot of turns, a lot of hills. Anyway, she had to take a bike. You can't get a car up there. So our maintenance man put Lisa D on the back of his bike. He drove her down there to see him, and he was so shocked as he didn't. First of all, when he saw Lisa D, he didn't recognize her. Why did he recognize you, Lisa D?
Because I had my hat on and a mask.
So she was covered up with a hat on and a mask. So he didn't recognize. Then when she took the hat off, he's like, oh, he knew who she was. So she went to. So I'm gonna show you the picture. We got a video, but Lisa D didn't pull a video up. So I'm gonna show you the picture of Philemon and his daughter. That's the picture she took. Let me get the picture. You ain't doing it right. This is the picture of Philemon and his daughter, right here, that she took. You can see right there. Philemon can't work anymore.
Is it because of the line?
Okay. Philemon can't work anymore. They wouldn't let him come back to work because they say he was too old. So he's at home now. And the only way he makes any kind of money is if he does odd jobs. And that's his daughter right there. They're the only two to live there. They have a little small house. How many bedrooms? Like 2 bedrooms, 2 rooms, something like that?
I saw 2.
Anyway, and Lisa D got a video. Do you think you can pull that video up, Lisa D? Pull the video up on your phone. I'm gonna show you part of the video. I forgot to pull it up on the system today, but I'm gonna show you how she was just doing little turns and they were riding on a motorcycle. She was on her back, and there's so many twists and turns. We can't get a car up there, and that's a long way to carry food. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna have Philemon. They're gonna come to our house, and then we're gonna meet them at the garage, and we're gonna give them the food and also the money. Terry Fleming and Murphy Hayes gave them cash donations as well. So we'll give them that. It's going to be the third weekend, third Sunday in this month. We'll do our food drive for July. And also, Lisa D is looking at another family, but we got some more checking to do on this other family before we show you. We got some more checking to do on his other family. So you can see part of the video. As you can see the little small alleyways there, that's the maintenance man and Lisa took Lisa down there to him. You can
have to park the motorcycle because we can't bring the motorcycle down to their house.
Right. They had to park the motorcycle because the area is so tiny they couldn't get, drive down there with the motorcycle. So they had to park it and a walk down to the house. Now, this is going to be too cumbersome for us to carry food and all that up there to them. So we suggested, and Lisa D suggested that we might just have them come to the garage area here and turn around, Lisa. The other way, Lisa. Yeah, there you go. And so, as you can see, can you speed that up? Because it's going to take forever to get there.
It's almost there.
Okay, so you can see he's going down the little pathway. You'll see him and his daughter in just a few seconds here coming up. And this is his house. You hear the roosters crowing and everything. You can bring it up, Lisa.
Right there, they can see it.
You can see it? I can see it fine. Okay, so that's his house right there.
That's his house.
See the maintenance man pointing to the house right there? That's his little house. And he's going to come to the door in a second there. Okay, so they were surprised. They didn't know who it was at first.
Wait, that's my hand.
We know that. You ain't gotta say that. Okay, so that's him right there. He's like, who's it? You see, he's looking at his daughter. His daughter's in the back.
You have problem of hearing.
Right there. Okay, that's it. You cut it right there. Cut it right there. Okay, so we just wanted to bring that note to you, so let you know she did go to his house. It's going to be the logistics of getting to him is going to be very, very difficult. So more than likely, we'll have them come here, okay, and pick up the food and the funds that you guys have given them. But normally we go to them. And then we got another family. We got some more checking to do on this family. Lisa D did a preliminary check on them also yesterday. Everything looks good, but I told her I want some more background check before because we check people out all the way, okay? We don't say, okay, you got, nah. We check, we find out who know them, we check the area, we check friends, family, and she got some more checking to do before we introduce you to them. All right, so that's it. Let's go around train Bobby Lisi, One Nation. Who we got?
So thank you to B. John.
Oh, thank you, John. Okay, I forgot you, John. Thank you so much for the donation to the nation. More blessings, much love to you, my brother from another mother. And Big John gave donations as well, guys. So he not only does he donate to this Love Train Nation and us, he donates to the Food Drive members as well. Thank you so much, Big John. Right train, Bobby Lisa, who we got?
Michael Coffee, Bobby D, and Lisa D. Hi. In the Ukraine, Russia, some people got sick from the COVID-19 Sputnik Russian vaccine.
Right.
Rate
right. I heard about that as well. So not only is Sinovac not doing a job and getting people sick, but guess what? Sputnik is the same thing. So again, my point, guys, I'm not saying not take any of the vaccine. That's not my point. My point is take the ones that have a higher efficacy rate. Okay, that's the one I would suggest. Ryan Train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation. Who we got?
Michael Coffee, Bobby D, and Lisa D. Hello. The Japanese American Novavax is trying to get authorized by the CDC and FDA for use in the USA. Right,
and that might happen. No, that's not a bad vaccine to take, so that probably would happen. Let's go Ryan Train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation. Who we got? Michael Coffee, Lisa Bobby D, and Lisa D. Hello, Governor Newsom of Cali has our state 70% vaccinated against the COVID-19 coronavirus vaccine. The state is fully opened up now for this. Like I said, congrats, man. That's good news. I'm glad to hear that. Back, Cali was in bad shape, man. At the beginning of last year, they were in New York, Cali. They were in bad shape, man. Even Florida was in bad shape for a while. But these people have turned it around. And how did they turn it around? How did they turn it around? Vaccine, baby. The number one thing to do to prevent the virus is to fight it with the what? Vaccination. So anti-vaxxers, you're causing your own problem, man. If you don't want to get vaccine, how you gonna stop the vaccine? Let's go round train, Bobby. Who we got?
Michael Coffee, he said, Bobby D and Lisa D. Hi. The USA Cali nurses are now vaccination for kids 12 to 19 years old with the Pfizer vaccine against the COVID-19 virus.
Right. They're opening up the vaccines to children now, some of the vaccines, not all of them. So that's a good thing because the children need to be vaccinated, especially, guys, in light of the fact that there's the Delta variant coming out now. What I'm understanding is that the Delta variant is affecting younger children now, okay, the Delta variant. So it's very important that we find vaccines, that vaccines are capable of getting the children vaccinated, okay? Let's go right, Bobby D. One Nation. Who we got?
Michael Coffee, Bobby D and Lisa D. Hi. Governor Newsom of Cali wants to fully open up the schools here in September because most kids' children will be vaccinated.
That's awesome, man. It would be good if you could do that, but I guess it depends on your state. It's a state by state thing because a lot of states are just not ready. But if Cali's ready, man, go for it. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation.
Zen the man, in 3 weeks, I get my second Pfizer shot.
All right, man. Congrats, Stan the man. So good to hear that. Got Pfizer and it made him wiser. Ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. You want to be wiser like Bobby D. Let's go. Ryan Train, by who we got?
Monroe, Bobby D. Hello, Bobby D and Lisa D from Greensboro, North Carolina. How are you all doing today? As always, love your live stream.
Thank you so much, my brother from another mother. Monroe in the house, Monroe in the house. So every time I hear that name, Monroe, man, I'm reminded of Monroe, Louisiana. I agreed, bro. North Carolina. Hey, man, we're doing good, Monroe. So good to see. Monroe was on the Zoom call with us last Saturday, and we had an awesome time talking to him. Man, he's a nice guy. Got a nice job. He works from his home there. He's a good guy. When you meet Monroe, you'll feel like you've known him all your life. That's the kind of people we like to meet. Round train about Lizzie one night. Who we got?
Martha Hayes. I went to church this morning, and I was the only one wearing a mask.
What? Are you serious? And you're in the U.S. East in Louisiana. What?
They are vaccinated.
Some people are, some people aren't. So, but still, yeah, I think they're allowing people to go back to church in USA. But he's the only one. That's not good. Man. That's mean that everybody else don't care. You know, because I'm sure everybody else was not vaccinated. Because they're saying now, if you're in the USA, if you're fully vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. But I guarantee everybody in their church wasn't fully vaccinated. So some people just say, I don't care. You know, they have no respect for other people's right to not be infected. You know, that's a shame, man. Murphy, keep on wearing your mask. Even when you get your shot, man, wear your mask till you feel it right to take it off. Let's go. Round train, Bobby Lisi one night. Who we got?
Martha Hayes. I received my card after the first
See, man, I done got me nothing but a little strip of paper, man.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like
you
that.
have to get laminate.
Yeah, I'm gonna laminate the paper, but I want my card. I want my card. Why I can't get my card? Everybody else in the
You might
news,
send it later.
people in Manila getting their card. Why I can't get my card? I need a card. Let's go. Round chain by who we got?
Joshua Moore. He said, Bobby D, what's going on? What you eat for breakfast? I had ramen noodles mixed with nacho cheese. I melted butter in a pan and chopped up the wieners.
It was so, yeah, that sounds good, man. I like that too. Can I have some? But nah, man, I had these fixed me a nice smoothie, a cucumber. What else you put in it?
Cucumber, apple, what else?
Mango.
No,
Anyway, it was
mango.
nice, man.
Avocado.
Cucumber, avocado. What else?
I don't know.
Tomatoes. Anyway, it was good. I enjoyed it. I had a smoothie, and then I had some vegetable sausage. Yeah, she gave me some vegetable sausage. It's a vegetable sausage. Yeah, she found some veggie food in the store, and it's vegetable sausage. It tastes good, man. It tastes like real sausage. I was shocked. It tastes really good. It tastes like real meat, but it's made out of plant-based, and it was good, man. So I had a nice meal. That was my breakfast, man. And then I had me, and I'm feeling good. Let's go. Hi, Bobby. Who we got?
Michael Coffee. Bobby D and Lisa D, hello. I tried to give the Love Train writers up-to-date news against the COVID-19 virus. Get vaccinated, please. God bless all of you from Nurse Life.
Y'all heard what he said, right? Get vaccinated. I mean, that's the best advice anyone can give you today is to get vaccinated. I know y'all tired of me saying that, man. But I'm not tired of saying it because it has to be said. Because the more I say it, the more somebody gonna get it in their head. They got to get that shot and stop acting. I ain't gonna say that. And stop saying that I'm an anti-vaxxer. I don't believe in it. Okay, let's go. Round train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation. Who we got?
Pinay Mango.
What's
up? Welcome to our Love Train, Pinay. She said, good to see you guys. So she's an angel.
Angel in the house, angel in the house, angel in the house. Woo! So good to see you, Panay Mongo. Panay, for you, those of you that don't know, means Filipina or female Filipino in their language. That's why she says Panay Mongo. I'm a female. I'm a manga.
If it's Pinoy, it's a male.
Right. Pinoy is male. Panay is female. So she's an angel in the house, and we call all of our females on this show Panay angels. So if you're new here, we want to say welcome, angel, and we enjoy having you on the show. And if you would, whenever you get an opportunity, hit the subscribe button.
This Melody.
Melody?
Yeah, the girlfriend of Chris. What?
Huh?
The girlfriend of Chris.
Oh, really? Oh, that's Melody. Hey, Melody. I didn't know.
Here, it's me, Melody.
Oh, it's Melody. Okay, Melody. Melody, so good to see you. We remember Melody. Y'all, you know Chris from HT Logistics, the trucker. This is his fiance, Melody. Lisa D and I and her, we went out when they were here. We had bowling together, and we did that twice in a row. We had bowling together, and we ate dinner together. She's a very nice young lady, man.
Yeah.
Chris has got a gem. He's got a real nice young lady. They're going to get married. And I know
That's my friend.
I know she's waiting on Chris, and Chris is waiting to get back here to see her. And it's just a matter of time. I want to tell you, Melanie, be patient as you can. Chris is, he wants. If you could be here right now, he would. I know you know that. So just be patient. Your time will come. Okay. Good to see you, Melanie. Ryan Train, Bobby D, One Nation. Who we got?
Joshua Moore,
What's
Bobby
up?
D. When you get a chance, look up Cloud Banks and Ray Chibson. Go watch the movie Life. Let Lisa D watch it. Bobby D, did you notice any side effects when you got the shot?
Okay, so he made a statement and then he asked the question. So now look at his statement first. He said, Bobby D, you could get a chance and look up Claude Banks and Ray Gibson. Go watch the movie Life. Okay. Claude Banks and Ray Gibson watched the movie Life. Okay, I'll check that out. He said, and let Lisa D watch it too. Okay, so that must be a special movie for you, man. Okay, I'll check it out. You said, did you get notice any side effects when you got the shot? Okay, on my first shot, I didn't notice anything. Okay, nothing at all. First shot, the Pfizer. Second shot of Pfizer, I didn't notice anything until I got home. Then I got sleepy. I was getting really sleepy, and I laid down. Then I got up, I was okay. Then I started messing with my computer, trying to fix it, and I got sleepy again. It kept going back and forth. I kept doing that all day, laying down, getting up, laying down, getting up. So that's what happened on the second shot. But the first shot, I didn't have any issues at all. Ryan Train, Bobby D, One Nation. Who we got?
See, it's me, Melody.
Melody, what's up, Melody? How you
miss
doing? We miss you so much. I'm so glad that you stopped by today, and we're happy to see you and tell Chris we said hi. Let's go, Ryan Train, Bobby D, One Nation. Who we got?
Butterfly Hayes, it's great that you are screening the recipients of the food drive. It's assuring to know your money is really going to those really in need.
That's
Thanks,
exactly
Bobby
correct.
and Lisa D.
That's exactly correct.
Thank you also, Gani.
That's exactly correct, man. We make sure that the money is going to appropriate. I don't mess with people's money because I sure don't want anybody messing with my money. If I give you some money, man, I tell you what to do with it, and you doing what you want to with it, and you just throwing it, I'm like, hey man, what's wrong with you? I'm gonna give you nothing else, So we respect your time, we respect your money that you give us. We will make sure. That's why Lisa D showed me the people. She went to the house of these second people I told you about. She took the picture and everything. I said, look here. She said they may be okay, but I said, yeah, you need to check them out some more. So she's gonna go back, she's gonna check the area, she's gonna check the neighborhood, and she's gonna talk to people and stuff like that and make sure for real. Okay. Because I want to make doubly sure when we help somebody that they really, really need it. There's no game playing there. Okay. So she's doing that. Sometimes we're gonna check them out. Before we introduce you all to that couple, she's gonna check some more. Okay. Make sure they're right. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby. That's it. All right, guys. Been real. We got to go. Lily gonna do our closing comment.
Thank you, Sir Terry, for the donations that you gave to us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Big John. Thank you so much as well, Big John Thomas, for the donation to the nation.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.
Chichipaya. You forgot.
Our Facebook page is called The Philippines Connection. Please like the page, and you can also follow us on Instagram at BobbieD of Life in the Philippines. Look at the video description for media information. If you are viewing the live stream as a recorded or play, allow the ads to run during the video. And now that's that. And we have a free Android app in Google Play Store called Philippines Expat Lifestyle. Download and enjoy our videos without going through the YouTube app. And if you're a veteran,
you can call 1-800-827-1000. Call this for veterans information as of January 1, 2020. All veterans with a VA card will have access to benefits.
in Love Train Nation, we now have a merchandise available for purchase. Check them out at lifeandfeelbobbied.com. And we're doing our closing.
We're going to do our closing clips now. Go ahead, Lady.
A towering presence, run like the wind. Be a king or a queen. Life in the Philippines.
Oh, see that? Y'all caught her acting a fool. See how she do? When you okay, Lizzie, go ahead. Y'all caught her. It's been real, it's been real, it's been real. We got to go, we got to go, we got to go. This is BobbieD.
And the two queen, Lisa D.
Say take care.
God bless.
And peace.
Peace. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a good night.